What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Well, just saw you guys, but, yep, here we are. So, we are. For today, we're going to go over prediction. I just went over my prediction for today's games in the episode I just did. So, in case you didn't know, I had Edmonton defeating Dallas today in Game 1 of the Western Conference Final from Dallas. Saints are going to take Game 1. I think Dallas are going to take Game 2 and 3. I think Edmonton's going to take Game 4. I don't know. I think Edmonton will take Game 1, Dallas will take Game 2, Edmonton will take Game 3, Dallas will take Game 4, Edmonton will take Game 5 and 6. Yeah? Yeah, that's the one. Something like that, I don't know. But yeah, prediction, just did that. We're going to review Game 5 of the Calder Cup Final, the last game of the USHL. I'll miss USHL, but I'll be back next season. We'll review the NHL Eastern Conference Final Game 1. We'll preview tomorrow's NHL game. I already did that for last episode, but I'll do it again, I guess. And update tomorrow's NHL fantasy team. But last episode, I update today's team, which I was supposed to do yesterday. But I'm going to update tomorrow's team right now. Yeah, later in this episode. Tomorrow's episode, we're going to be reviewing what's next for the second round exits of the NHL. And then on Friday, which is my last day of school for the year, W day, by the way. But on Friday, we're going to talk about Marner free agency, just talk about Marner, what could happen for him free agency. And then obviously during the end of the season, we'll talk all free agency, draft, talk on this season, talk about next season. We have to find something to do every day throughout the off season, so trust me, we talk about everything. So, yeah. Before we do that, I didn't do shoutouts last episode, but you got spared time there, but we're doing it here. All my social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Let's see else. What's here? Discord, my Twitch, Discord, my Spotify, my website, my basketball channel, my American football channel, my baseball channel, my USHL discussion Facebook group with about 5.2 thousand USHL fans, another Facebook group, because Saints for Life, 5,000 big fans, Saints fans, a paragraph and a half of who I am on these podcasts, another paragraph of how to contact me if you have any comments, questions, concerns, all that and much more is in the description of this podcast. Check it out if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you like this podcast, following the Spotify, same thing. Like this episode if you like this episode in particular, like in Spotify, same thing. And turn post notifications on the channel if you want to know every time I go live and upload a video on the channel. So yeah, with that being said, we gotta talk about a couple things here before we do anything else. First of all, the last episode I just posted is my 300th, 300th, how would you, I think it's 300th, yeah, 300th episode on YouTube. That's it. It's my 300th episode on YouTube. Technically, this one's my 301st episode. But the last episode was my 300th episode on YouTube. So, yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. A couple of other things to talk about here. Adam Foote is a new Canucks head coach, and Rick Tocchet is a new Flyers head coach. So, Matvei Michikov for the Flyers didn't perform well under John Tortorella. They said, I think Rick Tocchet's going to be great. It's not. He's not. The Flyers are going to absolutely suck next year. They're probably going to be bottom feeding. Not because the team necessarily is terrible. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not that it's necessarily terrible. But Rick Tocchet's going to take down this team. And it's not what they need right now. And then Adam Foote's a new Nucks head coach. Doesn't really impress me that much. I mean, He's a great player, but he really has a really bad record in the ECHL and the AHL as a coach. I don't know how much better he's going to be in the NHL, especially with the Canucks team who could barely score. I don't know. Canucks probably not going to be very good neither. Ken Holland is now the Kings vice president and GM. Ken Holland, let's see here. Ken Holland, previous jobs. Executive Vice President and General Manager of Detroit Red Wings of the National Hockey League from 1997 to 2019. He's the Assistant GM of the Adirondack Red Wings of the AHL. He's also with the Edmonton Oilers before. Yeah, he's some experience. He's a good, I don't know that much about him, but I know he seems like a pretty good coach, so we'll see. And then Tom Willander is a Canuck. He's one of the best prospects for sure. A 3-year, $855,000 contract, $95,000 signing bonus. So yeah, he's locked up for 3 years. I'm assuming it's a two-way contract. He's going to play in the AHL and the NHL sometimes. Nikishin, I think Alexander Nikishin, or something like that, is a Kane. He's one of the best defensive prospects in the NHL, and he's been pretty good with and very physical and very good. Don Sweeney, 2-year extension with the Bruins. I know Bruins fans are gonna like that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. We'll see how he does in the next year or two, and then we'll see where we go from there. Scott Morrow is a Hurricane. He played in the bottom pair. He wasn't that impressive in game one. He was actually quite bad in game one. I wouldn't say he's bad, but he's okay in game one. But it was just his NHL debut in the conference finals. I don't expect that much in the bottom pair as well. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how he goes in the next few games for the rest of the series, the rest of the season, and then obviously in the next season is gonna be the real test. So yeah, predictions. I just went over Edmonton. I think Edmonton's gonna defeat Dallas today in game one of the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna review the game 5 of the Conference Club Cup Finals. Game 1, this is winner go home. Winner wins the cup. Loser goes home sad. In Young Arena, Waterloo, Young Arena was sold out. It was popping. Tiny and Lauren, 3:53 in the first period, opens a scoring. Muskegon comes out flying and says, "We want this cup tonight." And Jack Christ, that's how you pronounce it, by the way, is 14:03 into the first period. 2-0 Jack's lead, and it's 2-0 Jack's lead heading in the second period. 4:03 in the second period, McMorrow finds some loose change and pots it home. Waterloo jumps on their feet, and McMorrow brings it within 1. Then Reed Moore, Teddy Townsend puts the wheels on him, wraps it around the net, finds Moore wide open in front of the net. He pots it home. It's a tie game at 2 apiece, heading into the third and final period. Jack Christ, 1:54 in the third period, his second of the night, gives the Jacks a lead, finds a loose change, just swats it home, and it beats Carter Casey over the shoulder. And then with about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left, Hunter Ramos snipes it over the shoulder, left shoulder of Shikagatsiev, beats him up high. It is a tie game at 3-3, and then it goes to overtime. It's a win-or-go-home situation, right? Next goal is the Club Cup winning goal. It is the golden goal in Waterloo, and Loser goes home sad. You want my original predictions heading into it, if Waterloo won, I was going to say Teddy Townsend would score for Waterloo. If Muskegon won, I think it would be Ivan Rebakin, because he's supposed to go top 30, first round pick this year, and he needs to prove himself. I thought he was going to do it here. But 6 minutes into overtime, Jack Christ finds a rebound, rips it, throws it around, just rips it home. That's it. It's a hat trick. He had 2 goals all postseason heading into the final game. And in the third straight overtime game between these two teams. This is how evenly matched these teams are, by the way. Jack Christ gets more goals in one game and the winner go home than he had all postseason. That is clutch, ice in your veins type of player right there. Hits a Mark Scheifele, glove on stick, little Sally, and then throws the glove in the air, and the Muskegon Lumberjacks are Sally and Muskegon Lumberjacks are 2025 Club Cup champions. Muskegon Lumberjacks won a season. Very gritty, very physical team, very determined team, very skilled team, just a really, really good team. They deserve every single bit that they're getting right now. Very impressive for them. Congratulations, Lumberjacks, on the first franchise, your first organization Club Cup. And for Waterloo, there's only one team per conference. 2 teams in the USHL that's able to make it to the finals, let alone 3 straight overtimes in game 3, 4, and 5. Game 5 of the Club Cup final, when they make it to overtime. This is only, it's ridiculous how good Waterloo was and, how resilient they were and how good this team was. This is a team that Waterloo Blackhawks fans and will remember for a long time how good the team was. And I know you guys came with just short, but the Waterloo will be back next season. Right back right there, right in the Club Cup final. I don't know if they're going to make it to the Club Cup final, but I know they'll be fighting for it. Then the Eastern Conference final, game number 1 for the Hurricanes and the Panthers. Panthers take it, game 1, 5-2. Cutter versus Swaggy, as they call him. 5th goal of the postseason, power play goal by Barkov, Chuck, 8:30 in the first period, backhand. It's 1-0 Cats. And then Aaron Ekblad, 3rd goal of the postseason by Rodriguez, 12:29 first period. Jordan Stahl always skates the puck. Rodriguez finds Ekblad. He just rips a missile past Anderson, and it's 2-0 Cats lead. With 16 seconds left in the first period, Sebastian Aho deflects one in with a skate. Very controversial goal. I thought at first it was a kicking motion. I reviewed it, and I was like, I don't know. Didn't really kick it. So assisted by Seth Jarvis to Snatchikov. It's a 1-goal game heading into the second period. AJ Greer, second goal of the postseason by Mikola Nozak, 3:33. In the second period, what a play by Mikola. Forces the turnover, brings it in. An absolute beautiful pass to Greer's stick. Here's the easy tap in for him, 3-1. Panthers lead. And Sam Bennett's 7th goal of the playoffs. The power play goes by Rodriguez and Verhage. 6:08 in the third period, 4-1. Panthers lead. And then E2 Listerine, 4th goal of the season by Novak and Forsling, with about 5 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. 5-1 Panthers lead. And then late in the game, Jackson Blake said, hey, why not? 3rd goal of the playoffs. It's the power play goals by Jarvis and Gossiffair, with about 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game. 31 saves and 32 shots against for Sergei Bobrovsky. Show stealer performance. He's hot right now. The Panthers are hot, and they win game 1. Hurricanes, 13 straight conference finals losses. They can't seem to win in the conference finals. They got swept by the Panthers 2 years ago. They got swept by the Penguins before. They also got swept by the Bruins before that. So, yeah, pretty tough. I already previewed tomorrow's games, like last episode, but I'll do it again. It's the Panthers and Hurricanes game 2. Yeah. I just reviewed the last game, so you guys kind of get the point there. I mean, the Hurricanes really 13 straight conference finals loss compared to the Panthers are red hot right now. Bobrovsky's red hot. Hurricanes not so much in the conference finals. They're just cursed, so we're going to have to see what happens there. And then tomorrow's fantasy team. Let's do that, and then after we do that, we're done. We're done. Blank screen so I can open up the app. The app. I'm going to open up the app on my phone with the Let's View app on my computer. Oh, let's do that. NHL Fantasy Stars. I already opened my daily pack on my last episode. So you're going to wait for that. Not doing that because I did that last episode. So if you want to do that, you can go check it out. It's already up on YouTube as I'm recording this. As you're seeing, that's just definitely already up on YouTube. So yeah, the Oilers game just started. So right after I'm done with this, I might do something else too. Like I'm gonna upload it on social media, then I'm gonna do something else, like nothing to do with the podcast, and then I'm going straight downstairs, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like I'm watching the game downstairs with my family, bro. Like I'm locked in, bro, with this game. Not gonna lie to you. All right, let's open the Let's View app on my phone. Before I do that, I gotta move this. I'm gonna move this stuff over so I don't need to have like 4 pages on my phone. I only need 3. Okay, we're good. We're good now. We're good. Let's view. Share my screen. Select broadcast. There we go. You guys can see it. Never mind. Hold up. Okay. Now you're good. Now we can. An unexpected error occurred. Yeah, okay. Show screen. Alright, there you go. That's today's team. Alright, let's lock in here. Tomorrow, I think the Hurricanes are going to win tomorrow. I think they're going to bounce back. Anton Lundell at the center position. Stan Coven at the flex. Mikola defense. Mikola defense again. We're doubling down. Mackie Samoskevich at right wing. Eat Lustrainen. I'm actually going to put him at center right now. Actually, no, Lundell's a better card, so I'm going to put him there. Okay, I would just hope maybe put him there. Okay, we got 2 Nico Mikola cards at both defense. Oh my goodness, I was gonna say, bro, I would totally have rocked that too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's hilarious, bro. I would have rocked that. I'm about to put Lundell and Lustrainen and then not Stanko, and he hasn't really done much. I swear, if Stanko gets a hat trick tomorrow after I said that, I'm gonna crash out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's like actually crazy. Okay. We're locked in though. I said this a couple days ago. But yeah, I'm saving coins. I don't know why my coins aren't showing up right now. But anyways, I'm gonna save my coins until the first elimination game of the Stanley Cup final because I don't know if this app is ending after the playoffs. So I'm just gonna spend all the coins that I have built up on that day. On the first elimination game of the Stanley Cup final. We're spending all the coins. We're gonna have like thousands of coins saved up by then because we're opening daily packs every day. So yeah. And then obviously like the weekly leaderboard stuff. I only have a couple weeks still in. Probably yeah, so I don't know. Alright, let me blank screen. I can close out of this. You've already seen it before. It doesn't really show that much, but I don't know, just in case. Exit program. Open this tab. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That's going to do it for today's podcast episode. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the second round exits and what's next for them. And then on Friday we're talking about Mitch Marner and his free agency status and what's going on there. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, while you're watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this episode if you haven't already. Following and liking on Spotify, same thing. Turn post notifications to the channel if you haven't already. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode 10 of season 11. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 11 of season 11. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.